Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. When we last left off, I can't remember what we were doing. We were doing something. I mean, we were obviously in the Blood and Wine DLC, but I don't remember exactly what we were up to. Huh. My mind has gone blank. Anyways, let's load in and see what we were up to, and maybe that'll jog my memory. Oh, and I am gonna update the schedule right now. So then when somebody uses it, the command, it will actually be accurate.
Darn steadily, my Camilek eggs something fierce.
We went into that. We logged right into that weird lady. Oh, that's right. The last thing I did was play Gwent against the Major Domo, who actually was a little difficult. All right, 1 second. My command thing is being a little stubborn. Apologies for the delay.
Something fierce.
Ah, screw it. They're like bugging me to update stuff. All right, never mind. Schedule command's gonna be wrong. Deal with it. All right, so let's take a look at our quests. So we have our main quest to meet Regis in that cemetery. No place like home. Continue restoring Corvo Bianco to its former glory. We just bought the upgrade for the stables, so we're gonna have to wait 2 days for that to finish. Oh, that's right. The last thing I was doing was getting ready for the Gwent tournament. Now I remember. All right, so we need to collect all the Skellige cards. We got 3 left. We have the Gwent tournament, which we are now ready for, I believe. Night, or maybe we're not. I don't remember why we didn't do it right away. Oh, we were waiting a few days. That's right. Night for hire, complete contracts from the Camerlengo. We still have 0 for 15 of that. I don't know what the deal is with that one. Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. People are beset by a beast. They need help. Merchants. Master. Find all the Grandmaster Witcher diagrams. Raging Wolf is the final fist fight. Wine Wars for Coronado and Vermentino. We need to continue solving their problems, but then we also have that third party that we learned about that's trying to sabotage both of them. Knight's Tale taught to Jacob the Woodcutter. Some lumberjack in search of someone who wants to fight a witch or something. Wine Wars, the Deus in the Machina. Find the place mentioned in the letter? Oh, right, this is the third party. Vintner's Contract, so we have 2 of those. That one's Chuchot Cave. I don't know where the other one. There's the other one. There can only be one. Investigate the Isle of Lac C'est-la-Vie for the Test of Virtue. And then we have our Witcher contracts. Feet as cold as ice. We need to find Francois, who was doing something for his betrothed. Taking out some beast, I think. Yeah. And then treasure hunts, we have our Grandmaster diagrams, and around the world in 8 days, we need to find the sunken wagon in the lake. And that's it. So we were working on that Gwent tournament. Let's do that. Start off with some Gwent. When Geralt found himself in possession of a card belonging to the Skellige faction, he was incredibly surprised. He'd considered himself something of a Gwent expert, yet had never heard of this faction. This card came with an invitation to a Gwent tournament organized at the Pheasantry by Count Monnier. So our hero decided to seize this opportunity to find out more and perhaps collect a sweet pot while he was at it. Count Monnier was a man as enterprising as he was creative. He and his brother Igor had decided to perfect Gwent by adding a 5th faction, Skellige. The Count announced that if Geralt wished to take part in the tournament, he would be given a basic Skellige deck, but would have to build it up himself. To acquire more powerful cards, Geralt had to find and defeat Gwent players in Toussaint. Geralt's deck was deemed worthy by Count Monnier, and thus the Witcher qualified to enter the tourney. Players from all over the world were to take part in it along with him. There was a nobleman from Novigrad, the Nilfgaardian ambassador, an Ophiri merchant, a contestant from Skellige, and the organizer of the tournament himself, Count Monnier. All right, so we need a fast
Steadily,
travel
My
post.
Camilek is something fierce.
I don't know where it is around here. As long as we know the schedule, yeah, it's the same schedule as this week. Nothing's changed. We'll be doing the same games at the same times.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then
It's a spring Tuesday. Wine adorns you.
Now, where was that? I thought that fast travel post was like right here. Oh, it's up there. Oh. Silly.
spread some nastiness to me.
So it's over here?
I work from dawn
Oh, there it
to
is.
dusk's last light.
Why
Then
woke
begins
himself.
All right. So going back to Beauclair.
my health. It's all I ask for. Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
My reputation precedes me. Good. All right. Hopefully my. Oh, what's going on here?
Stay that way.
Gwent was perfected by dwarves or centuries of play, not about to accept some new bloody faction.
The dwarves are very pissed off about this Gwent.
Doover says 4 factions since time immemorial Gwent's had, and it should bugger and stay that way.
We've got a riot forming. All right. This doesn't. Wait, is this the place? Oh, I guess it is. All right, join the tournament.
Drink and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebioda.
They be mad out there.
Bloody faction.
Ambassador von Hin.
This year, once more, I aim to prove Nilfgaard knows no equal.
Who else we got?
Did you kiss our sweet shining sun?
Hamal Ung Dengbali.
Primal participation is, whereas vindicating victory would be.
Agnetha Scold.
If you're thinking women can't play Gwent for shite, you're dead wrong.
And Eric Van Vrog.
I've got a lady as my first opponent. I reckon I'm sitting in the catbird seat.
She's gonna smash you.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebioda.
All right, Monier. Let's get this started.
There you are. A pleasure to see you again. The Skellige faction, how do you find it?
Not my favorite.
Honestly, not one of my favorites.
Yet I believe you will easily win the tournament wielding it.
Any specific tournament rules? Mind giving me an overview?
Firstly, might I introduce the contestants? Superb Gwent players all, hailing from the world's farthest corners. Hammal Ochen Dankbali, an Offieri merchant. Eric van Frog, a patrician from Novigrad. And lastly, we are proud to welcome a Skelliger.
Ye blind? Not Skelliger, girl, damn it!
Naturally, no offense meant. Agnetha Skolt, her ever-charming Isle temperament in evidence, along with assorted beats, baubles, ropes. As to the rules, they're simple. Each player adopts a faction they cannot change for the tourney's duration. Lose a match, and you're eliminated. The winner from among you shall advance to the semi-final to face the winner of the tourney's previous edition, His Excellency the Ambassador of the Empire of Nilfgaard, Master von Hin. The winner of that match shall in turn face none other than me, your humble servant.
Hands off our Gwent!
No new fucking factions!
Protesters, what do they want?
Protesters have gathered outside. Quite a few, it seems.
Hands off our bloody game! We didn't want any new factions!
Money, you dozy cunt! Stop diddling with dwarven tradition!
Change cannot always please everyone. Gwent traditionalists resent my efforts to expand the canon to include Skellige, but we shall pay them no mind.
What factions will the others play?
Mind telling me what factions the others will be playing?
It is no secret. Eric van Frog will play the Northern Realms. His Excellency, in a flush of patriotism, chose Nilfgaard. Hamal Ochendagbali will play the Monster Stack, and Agnetha Skald has chosen Scoia'tael. Yours truly, of course, shall await the winner with a Skellige deck. I'm determined to prove its value.
Let's begin.
Ready to start if everybody else is.
I invite you to join me on the terrace. The herald shall soon announce the tourney's start.
Let the tourney begin! In round 1, Agnetha Skuld faces Eric von Vrog, and Geralt of Rivia plays Hamal on Gangbali.
Let's grab a table.
Oh, we're going against monsters.
Would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword of silver my eye has caught. Should I win, I should take it. Should I lose, to you another equally precious shall I give.
Agreed.
All right. So be it.
Let me see these monsters. Alright, is our Skellige deck ready? I believe it is. Yeah. What was this one? Oh, no. Never mind. I thought I saw something interesting. Alright, I believe we are set. Start the game. I will go first. Oh, I got a Biting Frost. Nasty. Definitely keeping that Biting Frost. Fog's not going to do me any good. Let's re-roll that. War Longship. That'll work. Let's see. What else do we have? We have Olaf, Hjalmar, Yen. We got Gonthro Dim. We got the Bard for Siege. That's, well, could come in handy. And we have a Scorch. Scorch would be good. Especially if he's got the Crones. Berna. I'm tempted to re-roll this guy. I forget what my leader card does. Maybe we'll re-roll him. Oh, well, not bad. I got, what's his face? Ermion. How shall we begin? I want to win the first round against the monsters. So let's go out swinging. Hjalmar. Alright, he's immediately going with his Vamps. And he does have the 5, so that protection from Scorch. I might slow play him. Oh, well, we definitely want Olaf. Because we can bring him back. So let's throw Olaf in there. Skellige Storm. Interesting, he had that in his deck. Oh, he had a bad draw. Look at that, he's already down to 6 cards. He's in some trouble. Kinda wanna frost him. Like I said, I do wanna win the first round. And he already played his Vamps and I have the Scorch, so I will frost him. But maybe I'll use my leader card first, just to stall. Units lose half their strength in bad weather conditions. Is that only for mine? I hope that's only for mine. It doesn't specify. That might be for both, so maybe we don't want to play that. Alright, I will frost him. Alright. Bad weather all around. He's gonna play Imlerith. He is not giving up this first round easily. I don't want to overcommit. I'll play the Longship because I can bring it back with my other cards. So let's just go ahead and do that. He's gonna keep going. Okay. Well, this probably is gonna work out well for me. Because I've got him down to 4 cards. I don't want to play Ciri, but I might need to. I guess I could play Ermion. He's got the Madrome thing, but I'm not likely to get more cards, so we'll play Ermion. Interesting. Well, that was a horrible move. He played his Crones into biting Frost? That was odd. That was a very odd move. I might just pass. If he wants to take the round with 1 more card, then so be it. I'll win the next 2 easily. I'll give him this one if he wants it. Oh, he had a freaking elf. I still only guess at the 4 cards though, and he had to play his Leshen, so I think that worked out pretty well for me. He decoyed out a Crone. That's not really gonna help him much. All right, I think we've pretty much got him easily. And he has to go first, I think. Yeah, he's got to go first. He's doomed. He passed. Well, in that case, I guess we would want, would be the smartest thing to play. I guess it would actually be Gontro Dim, because that'd be 12. I guess I could play Yin, but then I lose Olaf. Yeah, let's just play him. A little overkill, but it's fine. It's fine. Pass. Do I want to read a Dead Space joke? Sure. Oh, well, I got Olaf back anyway. I always forget that Skelly gets 2 free cards at the end. Wow, he's doomed. He is doomed. I'm not going to be able to use that Scorch, though, unfortunately. That Scorch has no utility. Play Yin. Now we'll get the Longship in there. And Earth Elemental, that's not going to help him too much. Play Berna. And we get another Gontro Dim. Alright, unless he can somehow get 35 points in 1 round, he's cooked. And he played his horn in the worst spot. This guy's not very good. I pass. We win!
Good match. Thanks.
And upon your victory, congratulate I you. What drove me to wager a sword against you know I not. Clearly to guide me the universe ceased. Here, you may it serve well.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land folk who slander like that don't live long, because we don't let them. Accuse me of cheating again, and I'll cut your tongue out.
Enough. Hands to yourselves.
As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby disqualified.
Gentlemen's sport. Ah, well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round 1 completed, the standings are as follows. Agnetha Skolt and Eric van Vrog both disqualified. Geralt of Rivia has defeated Hamal Ongangbali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Gerard shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Hinn.
I am honored.
All right. He has Northern Realms. This could be rough. Let us begin. I will go first. Why is it always making me go first? 2 decoys. Oh, he's got Nilfgaard. Oh, well, 2 decoys against Nilfgaard's gonna be fantastic. Fog, maybe. Maybe. We got Gontra Dim. That's a good draw. We got 2 Warlong ships. That's fantastic. And we got Ermion with a young Berserker. That is a heck of a draw. And we got the Bard to go with the ships. I like this. I might re-roll the Fog. The Fog will be useful, but really it's just the archers. I don't know. I might keep the Fog, actually. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I think we got plenty of firepower here. Although, if I fog... Well, I could fog on the turn I use the Warlong ships. And Olgierd's flexible. Alright, I'm going to keep this. That was a heck of a draw. Oh, it's going to make me go first, though. That's lame. Oh, well... Maybe we'll start with Ermion. Ermion and the Berserker. Let's go with the Berserker. We'll see what he goes with. Young Emissary, okay. Ermion! Buff him. There we go. That's what we want. Play your spies, buddy. I'll take that off your hands. Unfortunately, he played the 7 one, but whatever. Another spy? Oh, that would be so unfortunate if somebody were to take it. Letho of Gullet. Alright, I will play this spy. Ah, bad draw there, but I did get Ciri. Oh, he decoyed my spy. Well, send in that spy. Hopefully a better draw this time. We got Berna and Geralt. Good draw there. All right, and then I'll be able to bring out his spy with Berna, so that's fantastic. All right, so he's got the advantage here. I might play Gaunter Odim. Let's play Gaunter Odim. Get some points in there. He does have the card advantage. I don't want to go too hard. But Olgierd's not gonna do too much for me, so I guess we'll put Olgierd here. That'll give me an extra, that'll boost me 10 points. Let's do that. Hey, he really wants this first round. Should I give it to him? I don't think so. I'll probably give him the second round, because then I can feed him the spy, and then go with the ships. So yeah, let's go ahead and play Geralt. I'm not giving up this round easily. Decoyed another spy. But now I'm definitely going to pass. So he's gonna have a significant card advantage. He did play that well. My God, decoys much? All right, he's got a massive card advantage. That could be trouble. My turn. Well, I'm gonna stall. I think. Well, no, maybe we might need that weather thing. Let's start with Berna. Ugh, not the best. Oh, I did get Yennefer. Never mind, that's a good draw. That's a great draw, actually. All right, so we're definitely not gonna want this rain giving us issues, so we'll play this now. He horned on the siege. That's weird. Go ahead and play Yen. Pull out another spy on him. Oh, we got... Oh, he's a good one. That Scorch guy, I like him. This guy's not going to help us. I don't know, I might play my Fog now just to slow him down. No, well, I should keep my Fog. What to do... I'm gonna stall and play this. I may regret it. Wait, I can't? Oh, did he disable it? I think he disabled it. Yeah, he must have. I can't seem to play it. All right, I'll go ahead and give him this one, and then he's only got a 1-card advantage, but I got some good cards. Let's go ahead and pass. All right, he takes the second round. 1-card advantage. But I got some nice cards. Oh, right, and I always forget about that. I always forget about that. One day I will remember. All right, unfortunately, he's gonna get a freaking spy out of that. But I do get 7 points, so not terrible. All right, play Siri. Zeracanian Fire Scorpion, huh? Well, that does leave him open to get blasted by this dude, but maybe we can stall on that. Let's stall a little bit. We'll play this Berserker. Oh, perfect. I can smash both of those. Is now the time? I think it is. All right, play him. Now is the time. Good night. Ah, crap. Well, he got one of them back. Oh, no, he went spy. Interesting choice. Oof, he's got such a card advantage, though. But I've got the point advantage. Let's play old Lawn Ship. I'm not particularly susceptible to weather at the moment. Oh my God, another? I still don't think he's gonna be able to catch me. I'm hoping he doesn't have a Scorch. Because I can't stall. Let's play this now. If he's gonna use the Scorch, I'd rather him do it now. crap. Well, I played that correctly. But that sucks. That's gonna limit my ability to get some points out there. Because these were gonna be some massive points, but he could have hurt me a lot more. Oh! Alright, well, can he get 28 points with 5 cards? I guess we're gonna find out. Does he have 28 points in him? Let's see. He's got an archer. That's unfortunate. Draw a card from my discard pile. Oh, that's evil. He might have me. I think he's got me. Yep, he got me. He won. That sucks. That really, really sucks.
It seems you had a stroke of ill luck.
Your Excellency played better, that's all.
Stop desecrating Gwent!
Death to any and all new factions.
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous, off your asses and hide to Skellige, you I-loving seal slurpers.
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent.
What exactly is your problem?
Maybe instead of hollering threats, you ought to just explain what it is you want.
We've said it plenty of times, yet no one ever listens.
Got me listening.
Gwent's an ancient pastime. Its rules were set ages ago.
Exactly. Determined in keeping with the laws of nature.
There should be 4 factions. That is the optimal number. Will not tolerate the introduction of any others. It would disgrace the tradition.
Aye, leave our Gwent the fuck alone.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber, but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads!
Careful when I'm fucking you.
Can I attack this thing? Oh, I guess I'm just knocking him out.
Cooled you off a bit?
Ugh, seeing triple. Quadruple, even.
Enough! I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive? Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Be glad to tell you, over a bottle.
Was in Novigrad last I saw him. Be glad to tell you more over a flask of something strong.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tourney to play.
I know. Fuck that. I, Yaki Raffenberg, do hereby declare my participation in this tournament. And I demand to play the victor. We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shite once and for all.
Agreed, but please, show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
In the pre-final, Count Monier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Ambassador von Hin, playing Nilfgaard. Skellige won. What a bundle of pish. Tournament's not done. Now, it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
The grand finale! Witness it now! Count Monier playing the Skellige faction against Yaki Raffenberg! playing Scoia'tael! Let the better man or dwarf win!
Well played. Thank you for a scintillating game. I trust my victory has convinced all doubters of the value of the new faction.
You won because you played better. Even if you hadn't played as Plowing Skellige, you would have won anyhow. Congrats all the same. Yaki Raffiberg's no sore loser. Come on, lads. Let's get soused.
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tickle. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
Didn't all go as planned.
Don't think that went exactly as you planned.
What matters is we played Gwent, and I presented the Skellige faction. I'm sorry you did not manage to qualify for the finals. I'd hoped to face you, but participation alone counts for something. Here, a consolation prize.
Thanks.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
Quest completed. Gwent to everything. Turn tournament. We didn't win, but we tried our best. That Nilfgaard guy had freaking a billion spies and dummies. We tried. All right, so completed. What was it called? Did it start with Gwent? Yep. Gwent to everything. Turn tournament. Despite Geralt's best efforts, he failed to emerge victorious at the tournament. Playing his cards well did not, however, turn out to be his only worry during the tournament. While they played outside the building where the tournament was held, a group of tradition-minded lovers of the old rules of Gwent gathered to protest the addition of a new faction. After a short fight, the situation was brought under control and the two sides sat down for talks. Alrighty. So, now what are we gonna get up to? I don't know, I might do the main quest. I've been sitting on that one for a while. Yeah, let's do the main quest. It's not too far from here, too. La Cage à Foie? I don't know how to pronounce these words. Meet Regis at Mir Lacheslon Cemetery. The beasts in Geralt's clash had been violent, albeit brief. Now with it done, Geralt could have a chat with his long-lost friend Regis. A higher vampire, Regis revealed that the creature terrorizing Beauclair was none other than his dear friend Dettlaff. Geralt now understood he was pursuing a truly dangerous foe, a higher vampire, one of Regis's ilk. Then the Witcher and the vampire heard a clamor. A posse was drawing near. So Geralt and Regis cut their conversation short. Preferring not to draw any attention, the vampire disappeared, but not before inviting the Witcher to pay him a visit at temporary quarters he'd established at the local cemetery. You had better believe it. Mir Lacheson. Alright. So, looking at the map, it's not too far from here. I might even have a fast travel there. I actually do. We'll go ahead and fast travel. Let me look around the tournament, though. Talk to some people.
Geralt of Rivia. 3 cheers for the tourney's victor. Hip hip hooray, hooray, hooray!
I guess they just assumed I was gonna win.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
I hate to break it to you, buddy. I didn't win.
May we all play fair, show respect for our opponents, and may the best amongst us win.
How are you?
Primal participation is, whereas vindicating victory would be.
Hey! Wonder what brings him here.
A Witcher means trouble. Always.
Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights, what are they? Chopped liver?
Yes?
take care, Mitya.
Okay. We're out of here.
Take good care of yourself.
Regis Philbin? Not quite Regis Philbin. Slightly older than Regis Philbin. That was kind of fast travel. Mere La Chaiselongue Cemetery. At Bellegarde Vineyard, a famous act of poisoning once occurred which took the lives of a large gang of bandits who were ransacking the area. The folk charged with cleaning up in the aftermath originally planned to burn the bodies, but one pious soul thought even rotten dung diddlers, such as they, deserved better. He thus paid for their bodies to be laid to rest in a small cemetery, Mere Le Chaiselongue. Later, Sir Ramon of Guichon died a martyr's death here while trying to get rid of the bandits' constantly returning wraiths. Oh, what's that? Gregor Sedinsky, athlete extraordinaire, liked to carry great weights, but got a little carried away. Magdalena Z, writer, stabbed to death by a jealous lover.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Natalie Mruz, Duchess Adamarta's court sorceress, granted the wishes of the common folk. Any others? Martin Blaha. Told you I was sick. Singa Krazel, artist and alchemist, could kill foes with a single gaze and stop time, dreamed of traveling to other worlds. Katoni Kapustinsky. Knew how to brighten up even the cloudiest day. Be prepared. Sarah Groomer. Left home and died. Crit the Petite. Famed host of afternoon salons where games, bottled cheese, and trampolining were the order of the day. A lot of these are readable. Peter Krisick, alchemist, was able to raise the dead, but not himself. Some creepy music in the cemetery. Pablo Ohotsky, do not be sad because of people, they will all die. Igor von Sarzinski, every inch an artist. What the heck? Oh, it's the freaking plant. Oh, crap. I've forgotten how to play. There we go. Ow. Oh, ooh. Nothing to worry about. We got this. Gotcha. Oh. Hey, nerd. Welcome to the stream. Toasty in here. I had to turn off my heater. Alright. Let's see. What other graves can we look at? We saw that one. Saw that one. Apparently very turned around. Sebastian Kalimbi, leader of a Hance, noted for its graceful movements. Pain is fleeting, glory is forever. Martina Lipinska, engineer and pug lover, solved the most obtuse technical problems in all the duchy with the grace of a ballerina. Pug lover. Tomasz Marhevkin, warrior, died fighting with word and blade. Severin Orvalville? Carpenter, all I need's a sliver, and I can make you a better table than you've ever dreamed of. Jacob de Chamoy, B1186, I guess that's a year. Neither drank nor smoked, yet still up and died. Good riddance. May the prophet Lebioda give him a noogie in the afterlife. Stanislaus Just produced a great deal and died of overproduction. Charles Pizak felt 60% was not enough, so he gave 61%. Behold the result. Annabella and Guidon de la Torre, art patrons killed by a poison apple. Stop walking on the graves. I do what I want. I just save them from wraith hunting. Well, plant haunting. Jim Morrison, conjurer, half man, half lizard. Jerome Le Martin, equerry to the Duchessa? I don't know what that. What's an equerry? Anybody know? Equerry? However that's pronounced. Never heard of it before. Martin Pishblov, composer. In truth, it was he who composed Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Gaspar Daffy Shimchak, ladies' man, enjoyed walking the streets of Beauclair at night, belting out Nilfgaardian ballads. His diction put the most distinguished actors to shame. Something to do with horses is probably a good guess. Christoph Lipka, musician, virtuoso in every key. Przemysław Stahira, so strenuously did he the hill descend, his nap thereafter did never end. I think I saw this one already. Yep. Martin Yanashevsky, master armorer, forger of the best plate this side of the Yaruga. Raphael Yaki, a man who would never stoop, not even for peasant groshi. I don't know what that means either. I'm not distinguished enough for this, apparently. Oh. We're grave robbing now. Pablo Ohotsky, do not be sad because... Oh, I already saw that one. Lucas Babiel, honorary blood donor, gave 5 liters to a vampire, then perished. Saw that one. Konrad Tamashchevich. Man, these names. Made up stories and bossed people around when all he ever wanted in life was to fly. Apparently, an equerry is a royal officer, basically. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Ursula Chapnik, relentless in her pursuit of perfection. Matei Pytras, a sculptor of time and space. Mayo Mayevsky, or Mayeksi, known as the Gamer's Gamer, told things like they were before it was popular. That's what killed him. Lena de Manalana Grazia, princess from a far-off land who could force light to bend to her will. Natalie Mruz. Oh, we saw this one. Alright, I think we've seen about all of them. Pavel Sasko, a man of small stature and enormous spirit, was a hardy and fiery dancer. Sadly, he forgot to eat and perished. That sounds like something I would do. When I'm busy with stuff, I totally forget to eat. Martin Michalski, mage and artist, could move mountains. Any of you do that? You just get really busy and you just forget to eat? Lucas Shkepankovsky died on his own blade while trying to show his knightly brethren his expert swordsmanship. Yeah, we've seen that. All right, I think we saw them all. Regis.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
Find a way into the crypt. Okay. Well, it seems to be a cave. I would assume that this is it. Kikimori! Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna freaking build up that whatever. They're gonna build up that crap on me. So I forget what it's called. I have too many liquid potions. Oh, I should be using my oil. What am I doing? What am I doing? I do like that they made the caves a lot brighter in this DLC.
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash.
Done and done. I don't ever want to see these again.
Sun stench.
Do not let them propagate. I might want white honey. I tried it before and it was pointless because they just reapply the crap. I just waited it out last time.
here. Need to use the eye.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Cassis Foderis. I also forgot to check out that sword I won. Let's see. Wow. Holy damage. Armor piercing. Critical hit damage bonus. Critical hit chance of 15%. Oh my god, this is amazing. What was the other one I won? This one, the Blave. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's it. Oh, no, it doesn't suck. It's a steel sword. Oh, that's actually really good too. Holy crap. These are both amazing. All right, Wonders Blade, you're out. And Cassis Foderis is in as well. There we go. Let's throw some runes in these bad boys. Maybe just go all attack power. Let's see, we've got 3% there. So that, I might just go full attack power. I don't know though, what do we got here? 30 armor piercing, that might be good for the steel sword. Sign intensity, no thanks. Chance to stagger, yeah, I guess we could, well. Alright. Chance to stun. I don't feel like the stuns are particularly useful. Adrenaline point gain, though. Maybe. 5% chance to stun. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's throw that on the steel sword. Do adrenaline point gain on the silver. And I guess we could go stagger on this. Yeah, all right. We'll do stagger. Where'd the stagger go? Where'd it go? Crap. Which one was it? There it is. All right, there we go. A knight's oath. Here rests Sir Ramon of Guichon. On my grave, you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on this stone through the ages. Well, now I feel bad about taking it, but I mean, if it wasn't me, it was gonna be somebody else. And I'm gonna go do good with it, so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. Alright, so... Hey Ace, welcome to the stream.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
We got his hand? I don't remember getting this hand. Was that the one I got in the river? I had found some like body parts or something. What do you want to use the hand for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlef's hideout.
So he wants us to go on a trip. The ring. What's its provenance?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans of the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Detlef?
Can't you just summon Detlef? You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Brew the decoction.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
This is set up? Trying to get me to confess something?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Where you been? What have you been doing?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seemed I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
How are you handling abstinence? Not drinking blood.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
What's regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Maybe there's something you want to ask me? Something specific?
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
He was forced into being a witcher, but he seems to somewhat enjoy it now. You know what? We'll pull this one. We haven't done a poll in a while. Would Geralt be a witcher after rebirth? He certainly didn't choose it. But would he choose it again? Just getting drunk in the graveyard, you know how one does. Alright, Geralt enjoys the witchering life. Yeah, I'd be a witcher.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the White survived entirely unmolested.
What's this about a curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the White's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Know anything else about this White?
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in... spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Spoons, okay. Time to visit the White.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that White. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the White will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the White to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Alright. Look for the White's lair. Character entry updated for Regis. Optional, read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. Alright, got some to loot. Gold plate. Let's start with that entry for Regis. Oh, actually, I don't know if I looked at this. Barnabas Basil Fawlty, the major domo of Corvo Bianco, was a gentleman's gentleman, if there's ever been one. His whole life he had served distinguished nobles, the Nibali family, for example, or Admiral Rumpali, for another. For he would never tolerate an employer who detracted from his personal dignity. Since Barnabas Basil remembered the times of Monsieur Bullius and Baron Russell, he was a wellspring of anecdotes about the vineyard's past. He knew every corner and every secret of Corvo Bianco. An excellent administrator, he offered a wealth of good advice concerning the modernization and management of the estate. Geralt could not have hoped for a better help. One could even say that by entrusting Corvo Bianco to the hands of that marvelous major domo, Anna Henrietta had given the Witcher the most beautiful present he'd ever received. For a home without someone capable to care for it is no home at all. And Damien de la Tour, I feel like I saw him before. Yeah, I did. Alright, so where's Regis? He's got quite the name. There he is. Emil Regis Rohelic Terzieff Godfrey. Actually, let's just start from the beginning, because I want his whole history again. Geralt chased Sir Milton's murderer with mad intensity. How this chase ended stands as clear witness to the fact Geralt was facing a highly dangerous foe. The killer led Geralt to an old warehouse where it had set a trap for him. A fight ensued, and at a crucial moment, Geralt was saved by Regis, a higher vampire and old friend. Here I must explain that years ago, Regis had joined Geralt's band of fellow travelers, of which I was a proud part, and set off with us in search of Ciri. Together, we lived through many fascinating adventures, and Regis proved himself a loyal friend, the kind you can trust with your life. Sadly, the expedition ended tragically for Regis. He was killed by Wildforts, who reduced him to nothing more than a wet stain. Hence the Witcher's immense surprise at encountering his old friend. After all, he had seen Regis die with his own eyes. But the thing is, that was not Regis's final death, nor even his first. As a young man, Regis had been a bit of a free spirit and overindulged in the drinking of blood. This lifestyle led him to being butchered by angry villagers. Regenerating from that took him 50 years, or nearly no time at all, for an immortal. When he was back in full health, he kicked the habit of blood drinking for good. For years, we'd all thought he was gone forever, yet there he was, standing in front of Geralt in that dockside warehouse. Regis explained he had regenerated and come to Toussaint to find Detloff, a friend. Such were the dramatic circumstances bringing Regis and Geralt together again in Beauclair. They did not have long to enjoy their reunion, however. They could hear others approaching, and Regis, not wanting to risk an encounter with angry humans, agreed to meet back up with Geralt at the cemetery where he had made an altogether comfortable temporary home for himself. Geralt found Mir le Cheslong Cemetery and the crypt where Regis not only lived but had also managed to set up a well-equipped alchemist's workshop. They began to confer. Regis explained he believed his friend had become implicated in some serious trouble. When they figured out that they had overlapping goals, they decided to join forces and together seek out the vampire Detloff, better known in the duchy as the Beast of Beauclair. Geralt also learned how it was Regis had returned to the world of the living. He had been helped by none other than the very one they sought, Detloff. In light of this, Regis insisted they find a peaceful solution to the Detloff problem. Geralt and Regis decided that an aid was needed to find Detloff, a certain potion called resonance. To brew it, Regis needed some bodily tissue from the object of their pursuit. Luckily, Geralt had earlier found a dismembered hand belonging to the murderer. Another ingredient needed to brew resonance was saliva, or salivary glands, from a spotted wight. Having discovered that one such creature resided nearby, Regis sent the Witcher to hunt it down. Alright, and then we've got the entry for the wight. Spotted wights. The best defense against spotted wights, stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted wights by Roderick Gilligan. Spotted wights were a subspecies of wight, which the Witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted wights would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. Interesting. When not disturbed, spotted wights would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said the Witchers found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Erden sign, or at least so claims Witcher lore. So, Necrophage Oil, Igni, and Erden. Alrighty, so I do actually want to go back inside if I can, because we didn't explore his little laboratory area. Oh, there we go. My last thought before I succumb to sleep. My last thought before falling asleep. If there is no death, does life exist? Hate is a very interesting feeling. I have noticed that people improve themselves with it to great effect. Sometimes I would like to stop thinking. If we were to create a god as the humans have, what would he be like? People justify bad deeds by good intentions. I'm not sure if there is greater idiocy. I would drink the freshly squeezed blood of an infant. I know I can't, but I hope that its velvety taste will send me to sleep. I strive to live like a person, and it means that I have ceased to feel good among people as well as among my own. Maybe I made a big mistake. I have always wanted to write. I am very tired, and fuck it all. People don't think about the present. They usually remember old times or worry about the future. I have a feeling that my friend Detloff will die. I am sad. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's Regis. What an entrance. Regeneration potion formula. 8 measures of vervain extract, Leshen Fang, Sankarum, Althantra, broth made of young mandrake shoots. Grind the larger ingredients, add the smaller ones whole. Boil everything in a bronze kettle using crystal water. Consume the mixture twice daily in half-measure doses. Do not exceed the recommended dosage.
Decoction coming along? Doing all right?
Better than you. No sign of the White's brew or its salivary glands, I see.
Dang. Shots fired. He told me to get to work. Alright, so we went that way before. Arcadius Borovic lived to a ripe old age. In fact, he lived so long he died of boredom. Biography of the Vampire Regis from the Quill of Dandelion. One of the most extraordinary individuals I have encountered during my numerous adventures at Geralt's side was the vampire known as Regis. To be precise, he was known as Emil Regis Rohelik Terzef Godfrey. By his own reckoning, he was 428 years old and was the descendant of unfortunate beings being trapped in our world during the conjunction of spheres. You are surely thinking, dear reader, about catechans, Alps, and other such monsters, and are pondering how it was that the Witcher, who, it must be admitted, is a slayer of monsters, came to keep such company. I must here explain that Regis was a higher vampire, a creature which physically does not differ all that much from a man. Higher vampires are also much more powerful than their wild confreres, and their regenerative abilities significantly outpace those of anything else you have encountered or can even imagine. But it is not because of his outer appearances or inner strengths that Regis became our dear companion. True, he could be pretentious and rather pompous in his frequent length perorations, but one would be hard-pressed to find in him the haughtiness usually present in higher beings. Regis valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless forced to do so. As he once confessed, higher vampires do not, in fact, need to drink blood at all in order to survive. They treat it somewhat as we treat alcohol. A rough grasp of this dynamic might be given to you by the fact that, when we met him, Regis had been abstinent for years. He never revealed to us why he decided to join our search for Ciri. He had never met her before, nor did he live to see her. He died at Stig Castle during the battle against the mad mage Vilgefortz, who was responsible for the whole affair. He died for a cause which he surely did not fully understand, but he did it to defend those he held dear, and simply because it was the right thing to do. I shall always remember him as an rural surgeon reeking of herbs. That is how he came to us during our first encounter at the Fincarn Necropolis, when he treated me and my companions to a fantastic brew he made from mandrake root. Wherever you are, my friend, bottoms up. Royal lineages of the north, we've seen that. Again, and what shall become of Temeria, we've seen that. Not a great book collection over here, Regis. Alright. So, it's over there. That's where we have the art gallery. No idea what that place is. Let's go find out. avoid the beasties. Imagine reading a biography about you written by someone else after they witnessed your death. I mean, but death for him. It's a minor inconvenience. Wait, I guess I went here before.
Say, be you Geralt of Rivia?
I am
the
he.
tourney, I congratulate you.
Why, thank you, my good man. Doran Alma Estate.
Gate's locked from the inside, but got jostled pretty hard. Barely hanging on the hinges.
We're going in. Oh.
This man is dying. Help me.
What's going on?
The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Why would he get my attention if he was up to fishy stuff, though? Helping a stranger. Admirable.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
Well, now he's acting very suspicious. Plan to figure that out.
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Might even know where he came from. Got work to do, so long.
Wait, I will come with you.
I do want to keep an eye on this guy. Fine, let's go.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Extreme cosplay? What? Extreme cosplay. Investigate the estate grounds using your Witcher senses. Sometimes traveling can be deadly dull. Nothing but the slow crawl of the horizon, the sun beating down on your neck, and the chirping of crickets. Other times, however, it can be surprisingly eventful. As a certain Gaston, a simple merchant from Toussaint, learned for himself when he happened across a mortally wounded man by the roadside. Though he provided aid as quickly as he could, the mysterious man soon bled to death. Right as he did, up walked the hero of my tale, Geralt. Okay. Watch your back with this guy, Geralt. I don't trust him.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
He tried to crawl away, though he was heavily wounded. Something horrifying must have been after him.
Hello.
Burned alive. Really high-temperatured work here.
Lepiota, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
Damn it.
Good gods!
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this, the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Swords ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Soul armor. The Civil War in Tucson, we've seen that.
Burn marks. So they catch fire, explode. Strong stench.
Alright, so we got a scent trail.
Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Okay, where's this lead?
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Who are they?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were, spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you?
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Sephiran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Can I count on your help?
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethaf, the Elven King, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Light all the lamps. Okay.
Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seat-yielding lands.
Alright, take a loaf of bread. Place an offering of elven bread in front of Duran's throne. Guess here.
Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine. Gwent, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him.
Elven wine. There, it's being stubborn.
Long last, the Elfin King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Oh, I have to actually put them on. Okay. The quest items? Yes. Where's the shield? Oh, I guess I just have the blade. Or no, I still need the shield. How do I... How do I equip a shield? Oh. Oh, it goes into pockets. Okay. Can't attack this target. I guess I would need to do this.
Elfin king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Living statue? Alright. Switch back to my normal stuff. Not the moonblade. No, not the moonblade. Where's the... Where's my normal sword? The one I just upgraded. Is it blade? Blade. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Somebody... Ridiculous. Is it you? Haha. Oh, jeez. All right. That was a little rough. Those mages are no joke. Like, oh my god, do I even get a chance to react? I literally can't do anything. All right, that's really stupid. Like, they have to give you a chance to like actually move. Can I get situated? Can I have 2 seconds? 1 second? All right, there we go. Oh, wrong thing. My god, these things are busted. Oh, and then let's put some oil on that. I guess living statue, maybe? Dead man's? Hanged man's venom, maybe? Let's try it. God. Oh my god! Hi there. I'm just diving everywhere. It's my only choice. My god, they do so much damage. No! What is this? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, these enemies are just straight broken. I literally can't move yet. Oh, and then they have like anti-melee stuff. Oh my god. It's so busted. Ugh. Alright, where's my white Raffords? Alright, I'm gonna kill one! Yes! Good, maybe with 2 it'll be more reasonable. Nope. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, come on! Dude, this damage is ridiculous. Where is that other one that's hitting me? Are they both over there? Kill her! Kill her! Ah! Oh, yes, the bleed got her. Alright, is it just these guys? It might be. Oh, I forgot to do the oil. I have no idea if this oil is gonna work, but... Oh, crap. I was using the regular sword. Oh, that's dumb. I got so distracted. Well, that explains why they were not dying. Alright, don't think I can parry these. Wow, these spear dudes are significantly easier than those freaking mages. Oh, are you kidding me? Geralt, what kind of freaking attack was that? He straight up missed. Oh, Geralt. That was embarrassing. Dude, okay, the fact that they hit me before I can even move is utterly ridiculous. Like, you load in and they're already hitting you. Oh, well, good thing she missed. Why is... I can't even get... Why is the menu not opening now? Oh my god, this is so dumb. This is my least favorite quest in the game. Alright, there's my menu, finally. Alright, I have the right weapon. Let me get some oil on it, because the oil did seem to work. There we go. Well, that didn't actually increase the damage that much, but... Oh my god! Alright, she just died to me. Oh god, where'd that come from? It's so broken. What is this? Like, the spear dudes are reasonable. These freaking mages are absurd. I really hate how often they do that in this game, where they take away my weapons and armor. It's quite obnoxious. Alright, here we go. Oh, dang it, I didn't have Gwent. Dude, the fact that they stun you when you go into melee too. Like, alright, you've got these like absurdly strong ranged enemies, I get it, but then you get close and they freaking melee stun you and like instantaneously kill you. I wouldn't have time to throw a bomb. That's just horrible design right there, though. Like, the fact that they can hit me before like I even gain control is utterly ridiculous. I'm not convinced that this oil's doing anything, but I may as well. God, I'm stuck. It's like 40% of my health from a single one of those little bolts. My God, these are broken enemies. Oh, hey, I actually got to move that time. It loads in so fast, you like don't even have access to your signs yet. Hope for the insta-kill, I know, right? My God! Oh my God. This is by far the dumbest thing in this game. Nothing even comes close to this. That placeholder sword actually does decent. How much damage is on that thing? Oh yeah. Well, it's nearly as good as what I have. Dang it. Matter. Alright, she died. Dang it. Hey, she's gone. Oh. The heck was that? That was weird. It's like a weird delay when they die. I thought I actually died. It was so strange. All right.
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
Humans are no better.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this as your reward.
Farewell.
Quest completed. Extreme cosplay. I'm gonna say that's the worst quest in this game. Not because of the story content, but because of the fight. Let's see. Oh, why did I go in here? Extreme cosplay. Though Geralt usually works alone, he made an exception in this case and agreed to let Gaston accompany him. Together, they set off following the dead man's tracks towards a residence in which all seemed calm and quiet. Yet once they entered, they found overturned tables, cracked dishes, and more bodies. Luckily, the owner of the villa, Durand Faucher, Plamondon de Savarin, had survived the massacre and was able to tell them what had happened. It seemed Durand and his companions from the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint had accidentally summoned some kind of monster. Geralt knew his duty was to draw the beast there again and exterminate it before they could shed more blood. Or before it could shed more blood. This story had a surprising finale. They discovered the massacre had been committed by elven statues. Durand had purchased these a few weeks prior. They were in truth golems, meant to be part of a trap set by the last elven ruler of Toussaint, Divithath. I just heard that pronunciation, I already forgot it. To take out his vanquisher and tormentor, King Ludovic. Divithath's trap was never sprung, so his golem slept through these centuries, undisturbed until Durand repeated a formula during an act of historic reconstruction, and they awoke. Alright, let's go back to our main quest then. And we're looking for the white. Oh, and actually, let's see if there was anything where that dude was hiding. No, still hearing the breathing though, that's weird.
You would do best to leave. Resume your path, master.
Alright, so that Gaston guy, despite being extremely fishy, was actually just some random dude helping out.
Here our paths diverge.
So we're back on the hunt for the White's lair. I don't think there was anything else. Actually, we go see what this is. Let's go check that out. Eat the butter, Geralt. Mmm, butter. Just eating it raw. We got a guarded treasure. What are those? Oh, foglets. Been a while. Foglets are cursed, I think? Or are they hybrid? I think they're hybrids? I'm going hybrid. I'm going hybrid. do a double slap. Oh, cut him down in one slice. Oh, actually, it might have been the stupid fog one. That guy's got some health on him.
What now, you piece of filth?
You piece of filth. Got him. Alright, they have a nest or something? Oh, right, it's not a nest, it's just guarded treasure. Smeagol Circus's notes? Smeagol, huh? A spoon made of pure gold. What's all this stuff? Wow. What's this stuff here? I've lost him, my dearest. Someone has stolen him, my darling. My treasure, my spoon. That creature from the Caraberta woods must have been it. All the help says the town's abuzz with talk about missing spoons. For much time now, indeed. Since this creature has stolen cutlery from all Beauclair and has not yet been caught by our valiant guard, it means it must be clever, tricky even. And anyone clever can be swayed by arguments, especially financial ones. So I asked my jeweler, Mathenberg, to make me a spoon out of pure gold, which I shall take to the Caraberta woods to find that monster and propose a trade. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. How many references are in this game? There's so many. How dare they take that man's precious spoon? What am I hearing? Oh. Oh. Is it after me? Another foglet? No one likes you. Why? Wow. That made a lot. Not so tough by yourself, huh? Wait, whoa, there's another one. Crap. I thought there was just the one. You caught me unawares. Oh, crap. Don't die. Nope, there's another something over there. We'll ignore it.
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
I don't remember the secret with these. I think they're like summoned by the white. Might technically be specters. Marker, Trastamara hunting problem? got a lot of dogs. There's bar guests over there. Just like it. Eh, screw it. We'll fight.
Regis's raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Yeah, Smeagol's here. Collector of spoons. A lot of doggies. Ah. Whoa, what was that? Whoa, what is happening? Oh, I see. They like can turn into like balls of energy or something. Did not know of their capabilities. That's all you got? Too slow. They're blinding me. They're a little bright. Alright, so is this White's name Smeagol? I hope it is. I hope it somewhat looks like Golem.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Do not take the precious.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. Pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some White saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
I mean, there might be saliva on one of the spoons. Seems like an easy solution.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Maybe the White's just needs a companion. Maybe I can hold it closely and spoon feed it and then walk away. We can resolve this whole thing peacefully.
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
Stained diary. For a few days now, I have been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft or witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit an herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it has been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today, there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had chased off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness. No family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror lies. No. Ah!
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
So many spoons.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Spoon key.
A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Spoon key note. This certifies the item up for auction, an antique spoon key forged at the Christofferson and Sons workshop in 1210. Belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the pheasantry. Alright, so that gave us a quest. Treasure hunt? Spontaneous profits. While snooping around the cursed Trastamara estate, Geralt happened on a strange spoon-like key. Attached to it was a note. The note labeled the strange spoon as the property of the Pheasantry, known far and wide to be the finest tavern in all the Duchy of Toussaint. Alright, something for later.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It makes sense.
Decaying letter. Dear Master Lavassoire, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me, as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by an herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware that this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamara. A not-on spoon.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Master mirror? Maybe. He didn't sell mirrors, though, did he?
Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Alright, well, looks like there's a downstairs. Wasn't there an upstairs, too? I guess not. Downstairs it is. I'm trying to remember now. Why was Master Mirror called Master Mirror? What was the story behind that?
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Oh, my freaking controller drift is getting so bad. I've hesitated getting a new controller, but I think it's probably about time. I'm so sick of buying new controllers. They're so poorly made.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Yeah, look at that. I'm not touching the controller. I'm not touching it at all. Just spinning around. Fun. Oh, let me just, like, sometimes when I, like, shake it around and just move it, it'll kind of, like, stabilize. But it's not seeming to work tonight. Well, it's kind of settled a little bit. Your controller drift was awful. It's every single controller I've bought for the PS5. It's horrible.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
That's never worked for me, Setsuno. I've tried everything.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
I tried.
I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
I tried spraying compressed air into it and made it way worse. I will not be doing that again.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
What's this bottle? Oh. Greater grain mutagen. Sweet.
Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Dwarven whetstone. Some armor. I want to look in the rest of the house though before we hide. Clearly we can hide in there. What's going on down here?
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Oh boy. I found the spoon room. This White's like Scrooge McDucking in here with spoons.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Words of wisdom on beastly curses. Monstrous curses and their description. Introduction. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly, bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse. Someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus, everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful. You guys seem to... This edge controller seems to have at least 2 people vouching for it.
Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Maybe I should get it. I just think it's ridiculous that their controllers are this bad. Like, I've never experienced this with any console. I've had every PlayStation console, and never once have I had a controller problem.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
I hear it moving around. Locked. Alright, let's go hide. Alright, hold on. Oh, I have another trick for you guys that sometimes works. Let's see if it works here. Sometimes if I, like, smash in, like I'm pressing, like, L3 or R3 really hard, it'll stop. Let's see if we can get it to work here. Just keep smashing it in and moving it around. Knock whatever is loose in there. Alright, Geralt, you good now? Well, now it's behaving. There we go, just gotta smash it. It won't work forever though. It'll work for a little while. Hide here. Try to lift the curse.
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
The curse. Exact wording.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
It's either let's swap spoons or let's eat not using the spoons.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
It doesn't... I don't know if this is technically my spoon, and if I give it the spoon, then it becomes their spoon. If it was my spoon to begin with, and I don't have like a spoon lying around.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
It's gotta be spoon related. Let's swap spoons.
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? The curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped. This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
Optional,
Damn
follow
it.
the way.
Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though. Except let it down.
Alright, well, we tried white. Follow the white.
Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Alright, necrophage oil. Ooh, oh, whoa, copy. That was nasty. Alright, so I gotta watch out. Somehow I got incapacitated. Wow, it's got a lot of health. I used the oil, right? It's kind of on autopilot. Either way, I could use another blast. There we go. Poison me. Surprised how easily I'm able to stagger her. Normally the bosses don't. Crap! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, that is such an evil move. Once you get caught, you are just absolutely screwed.
Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Alright, attempt to. Let's Use the necrophage oil. And we absolutely cannot get caught by that freaking attack. Hey! What the heck? Watch out. Don't let me get trapped. Still have not seen that attack actually happen. Oh, maybe that's it. There's something coming my way. Watch for that. Oh, yep. I think, I don't know. Some spoons were flying up. I don't know if that was the attack or not. All I know is when I get caught. Don't know what triggers it. Oh! Oh. No, you don't. Actually, I think those spoons flying up was for me. Monster stomach. Ooh, just bring that around in my bags. White trophy. Fork and disgusting white key. Hey Shiny, first time catching alive. I've been binging all your Witcher 3 videos trying to catch up. I finally made it to 40, so I'm only a couple behind. Awesome. Glad you can make it, Auburn. What were you guys saying? You can lift the curse, though? I did lift the curse. No more curse, look. Curse has been resolved. Use the key. What you got down here? Ah, that just let me outside. Alright, report back to Regis. I should be able to fast travel there. Yep. Sorry for messing up that cure, but I'll be taking your head now. Hey, I tried, and I was willing to try more, but she attacked me. What can you do? I give it my best. Oh, I went completely the wrong way, and we're supposed to go this way. I've been playing catch up on all your videos at 2x speed, so watching live girl seems to be moving in slow-mo. You know, you're not the first person to say that. I don't know if other people were catching up, but a lot of people apparently watch me at like super speed. So you're not alone. That would drive me crazy. I would never do that, but to each their own. I've played Witcher 3 for 180 hours and I don't remember fighting Spoon Collector? Oh, you're asking if it's DLC? Yes, it is the DLC. It's Blood and Wine. There was a 5K here today. It was -10. Fastest runner was 17 minutes and 18 seconds. That's so ridiculous. Like, it's... like I said, I could run a 5K. I feel confident in saying I can run a 5K in like 23, maybe 22 minutes. Those people that run it like, you know, even sub 20 are crazy, but some even do it like sub 15. It makes no sense. It's like, I don't understand how you like essentially maintain a sprint for 3.1 miles. It makes no sense to me. And plus, in that cold weather, your lungs just are not gonna freaking work.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Helpful creatures, ravens.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? For who? Or who for?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True. But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
How do you plan to induce this state?
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshem Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
This place, Teshem Mutna. Tell me more.
Teshem Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us. Seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Let's go.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesham Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you want this?
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
I thought he dropped an F-bomb there. He was just saying faculties. Lead the way.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
an ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Alright, so we got an update for Regis. Geralt's encounter with the White left him with the ingredient Regis needed to brew resonance. Once he'd delivered, however, he learned there was still one thing missing: the blood of a higher vampire. Geralt thought this would prove no trouble until Regis explained only the blood of a vampire in a highly aggravated state would do. They thus would need to invoke maddening bloodlust in Regis, who had abstained from that vampiric vice for years. Human husbandry and care, oh boy.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Fun. Now, also fun, we have to somehow find it in this freaking list. Oh good, it's right there. The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on the one hand, guarantee their survival, but on the other hand, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die within minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in the following chapters. Alright, I'm only just getting into the Blood and Wine DLC, so I don't want to see too many more spoilers. I'll catch you guys later. Alright, Auburn. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Champion of Teshamutna? I am he who serves the tribe, exalted above men. I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe. Oh.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beggars have breathed their last here.
Alright, I am over encumbered. We're gonna drop a whole bunch of swords. Also, we're gonna see if that armor was any good. Or actually, we're not gonna bother. I'll take a quick look, but it's not gonna replace my Witcher gear. So, where'd it go? Is it these? Teshamutna trousers. Teshamutna armor. Oh, and there was a sword too. Well, maybe the sword's good. Where'd that sword go? This one? There it is. Steel sword. It's pretty good, but not quite good enough.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Battery cage versus free-range humans.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed. Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Alright, well, we gotta hunt down that book again. In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times. Namely, battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages, as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space, with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat, or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, establishing and growing a herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification of the blood's flavor. Yep, free-range humans.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
You got the mask and the gloves this time. Is the mask like one of the normal masks? I guess not. Maybe one in quest items? Yep, it's right there. Oh, it's a relic. Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% of maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. Currently, the amount is 0%. Oh, so if I wear this whole set, I will drain 6% health per kill. That doesn't seem worth it. Still interesting.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Yeah, I already read the book.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
For some reason, that one didn't say anything.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
What is that? Oh. Looked like that was a bag or something. Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Transcript of a conversation between Master Ezekiel Hildegard and a human being. EH, who are you? HB, my name is Alex Biscombe. EH, why is all your skin trembling? HB, I'm scared, sir. EH, you're scared? I don't understand. HB, you don't know what fear is, sir? EH, no, I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? HB, it's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. EH, what do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? HB, no, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. EH, ooh, yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. HB, what do you mean, examine? EH. I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. HB. But sir, that would kill me. EH. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. The conversation was carried out in a human language, and such it was written down. The transcription does not need translating. Notes of a Teshamutna prisoner. I found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I could write down, I would write this in my own blood, but I have hardly any left. I am cold. Every third day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. I can't go on much longer. From the next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength I would smash my head against the bars. I hope it won't go on much longer. Alois from the cage next to me died yesterday. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they are in for. My only comfort is that I know already and I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I had no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I've never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened a purple silvery color in those instruments. Wow, this is a happy place. I've got to say, this is the most gruesome portrayal of vampires I've ever seen.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Place bait in each of the four tunnels.
Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
Just gonna float around, I guess. Okay. Oh. Well, maybe I'll ask again.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
I told you. Kagmar thrashed about inside it for over 2 centuries. Appearances can be deceiving.
Alright. So, let's make sure we get anything else before we begin. Let us begin. Place the bait. Or not. Maybe I have to break it first? Maybe? Happy now? Yep, that's what I wanted. Alright, place it. Ugh. Really? Be gone.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Meat's stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
I am ready, Regis.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I should be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, go. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Alright, are the skirvers the ones that blow up? It might be, yep. Oh crap, no, 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 no!
You just smell the blood.
Right, we need some necrophage oil. Oh, what the heck is that? Have I seen one of those before? Oh, is that a flutter? I don't remember fighting one of these before. A type of vampire.
Hang in there.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Ooh, that one hurt. Are those owls? Alright, blow up on the others. Oh, perfect!
Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Let's talk. What happened back there?
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
I finished your brew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count,
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the step. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You writhed like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detloff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detloff I know. See anything else?
Saw the moment when Detloff and Delacroix first met.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detloff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detloff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Vision began and ended with a boot black? I guess that's what a shoe shiner's called.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A boot black stand. Detloff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the boot black acted as if he knew Detloff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Alright, so it looks like our quest is complete. We have a new quest where children toil, toys waste away. I actually remember exactly where that stand was from when I was exploring Beauclair. Another entry for Regis. Let's see. So here's our new one, where children toil, toys waste away. Find the boot black who appeared in the vision. It proved quite the ordeal for Regis, a sacrifice one might say, but they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose and visions ensued. He saw Detloff meet and speak to a young boot black. Then the Witcher and the vampire set off in search of the boy. Alright, and then our completed missions. Lacage something. Lacage, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's all French. Lacage à foie is my guess. Have I already seen this? I think so. Geralt found the spotted white at an old abandoned estate. The Witcher chose not to fight it, opting instead to hide in a wardrobe and await his chance. Though how it would come, he could only guess. Once the white had come and gone, Geralt collected its saliva, which the monster added to the brew it was making in a large cauldron. Once Regis received the penultimate ingredient required to brew resonance, he said the time had come to tackle the most difficult challenge. For apart from all else, resonance had to include the blood of a higher vampire. At first, Geralt saw this as no challenge at all, as standing before him was a representative of said species. Yet Regis revealed that the blood he needed had to have a specific chemical composition. His blood would change under, or only under, conditions of great suffering. Regis offered to endure this without hesitation. It proved quite the ordeal for Regis, a sacrifice one might say. But they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose, and visions ensued. That is the same as the start of the next one. Alright, then we have an entry for Regis. You're out of here, nerd. Have a good one. Oh. Right up here. Regis brought Geralt to Teshamutna. This grim place had been used by vampires ages ago to raise humans like cattle. Geralt later said even the air in that place smelled of pain and fear. Regis could not vouch for how he would handle the upcoming ordeal and had Geralt lock him in a hanging cage, from which he was to watch as Geralt butchered. Having placed bait to lure out monsters, Geralt began his slaughter. Blood flowed at Teshamutna once again, and Regis nearly went mad with desire. In the end, the two friends came to possess the blood of a higher vampire in a state of aroused fury. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? It's this one again? Oh, find all the diagrams. Oh, we could do the last fist fight. Maybe we'll do that. There's also one of the Vintner contracts. We could go treasure hunting. Let's do the fist fight. Raging Wolf. Defeat the Maestro in a fist fight. Geralt defeated 3 lesser contenders in fist fighting bouts and thus earned the right to face off against the Maestro. Alright, I believe we'll have to go outside for a signpost. Oh, I guess I went the long way, but whatever. This works too, or does it? Maybe it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. Can't go that way. Alright, where is the Maestro? The Maestro's down near the docks, which is also near where I need to go for that quest. We'll go here, though. Beauclair Port. The best wine comes from Toussaint. Any sommelier, I forget how to pronounce that, will tell you as much. Bottles bearing its famed labels are worth fortunes and even grace the tables of kings. Indeed, today one can barely imagine a royal feast without Côte de Blessure or Est, and it is here at Beauclair's Port that this wine begins its journey both to the south, into the heart of the Nilfgaardian Empire, and to the far-off north.
Oh!
Ugh.
I need
till the wine barrels run
Russians
dry.
suited to a voyage at sea.
You've come to the right place. None better in old Beauclair.
You all say that. Then I board my ship and next my guts as twisted as a bride-to-be's braid.
If you've no trust for my foodstuffs, be off. Perhaps
I remember this place now.
How much for the bush?
Hello? And triple, please.
Ooh, some duck.
That's what? Don't they say he's, slapped to them all down?
They still like spring babies.
And when she passes each one, she passes goes.
That is nuts.
Hey there.
Alright, hello, drunken master.
You either drink with us or you're against us.
Are you the Maestro? Hello, Bookie.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Not too drunk to fight?
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not sure bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Come on, let's do this.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
I'll drink. And I bet you 150 I can beat your butt drunk.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
Oh boy. Here we go.
When I chop you, bumble!
Ow.
Hey, well past that. Under a post, yes.
You call yourself the drunken master. I am the drunken master.
Come on, come closer.
Hey, well past that. Under a post, yes.
Oh, the camera's going a little crazy. I don't know if that's stick drift or just drunkenness. This guy's not very good.
When I chop you, bumble! Hey, well past that. Under a post, yes. Scab. You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oh, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
What happened to your head?
Alright, well, we got a trophy. Sweet. Fist fighting trophy. Let's go ahead and look at our completed quest. I believe it was called Raging Wolf. I actually remembered for once. Among these 5,000 quests. Raging Wolf. Geralt defeated 3 lesser contenders in fist-fighting bouts and thus earned the right to face off against the Maestro. The Witcher soundly defeated Toussaint's reigning champion. As a reward, he was given a trophy he truly could be proud of. Alrighty. Still getting over that booze. Drunken Master's heading home. Heading home shamed and defeated. Alright, so, in our drunken stupor, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up right here. So, next week, we have the same stream schedule. Oh, there we go. We're back to normal. We got over it. So, next week, we'll have the same stream schedule. Tuesday, we'll be playing God of War Ragnarok, presumably finishing that because we finished the story and we're just wrapping up a few things. Friday, we'll be playing Dishonored 2. We finished our first playthrough, so we're starting our second and what should be final playthrough of it. And then we'll be back here on The Witcher on Sunday. So, thank you all for coming. Hope you had fun. And I will see you all next time.